Hi everyone, so this is week 9 and we are getting really close to the end. This is June 1st when I'm recording this, so we're getting close to the end. In fact, this is our seniors last week. So if you are a senior, what I need to have you do is if you have supplies and equipment that you had requested and you have at home, it is time for you to bring those back. So I will be in the classroom just like I have been for the last couple weeks. I will be there on Thursday. And you will need to bring in your supplies and drop them off. I'm there between 10:30 and noon. If that time does not work for you, you need to contact me specifically and let me know. Or if you're needing to keep something because you're in the middle of a project, you need to contact me. Otherwise, I have to put things on a fine list and the rest of it. So please make sure that you are contacting me. If you are a student that is a hands-on student and you're not a senior, you are actually going to bring stuff back next week. So next week will be the final time for you to bring things back. If again, you are needing to keep something because it turns out you've been working on it, a particular project, again, you need to contact me, but it is time to start turning in these supplies and equipment. I hope you guys have had, a really good time making things. If you are a student that has been making things and you're getting ready to drop off like your fuse plate in order for me to fuse it in the kiln, and you know you are not going to make anything further, then you can also drop off your supplies this week or next week. But next week is the deadline for everybody unless you have contacted me and talked to me, about keeping them for whatever reason. Okay. So that is probably the highest priority stuff. If you have been working on a fused glass project, you really do need to turn it in because I need to be able to get it into the kiln and fire it. Most of your projects require 2 firings. And so therefore I need time to be able to get that done. You can't turn it in, on the last day and expect to be able to get it back. So please make sure that you are getting your fused projects done and getting them turned back in. If you are a digital person, you have some projects that you're doing online. I'll show you what those look like. If you are a hands-on person and you turn in your supplies, that turns you automatically into a digital student. So you also will need to pay attention to these, what I'm going to talk to you about today, because it is going to be the assignments that we're working on for the remainder of the semester. The very last week of school, what we're actually going to be doing is it is time for you guys to grade me. I generally do this in our live classes in the classroom where I've graded you all semester, and then at the end it is your turn to grade me. And I would like really good honest feedback, because that feedback is what allows me to try and do a better job in the future. So generally there's a paper that I have you fill out, and it talks about, was I available to you? Was I kind? Did I get you the things you needed in a timely manner? Keeping in mind that there's generally one of me and 25 or 6 of you in a class, but I want to make sure that I am honoring your time in my classroom and now your time on this digital platform. And by you giving me honest feedback, it really assists me to try and do a better job to help future students. So it is going to be that time. That's what we're going to do the very last week. Is you will have I think we'll do it probably in Google Forms, opportunity to grade me. So but this week and next week we will still have other digital information, and the grading part, that is everybody's homework that last week. Okay, so let me show you what the homework assignments look like this week. They are the same style as I did last week, but I will show you what I noticed last week and how to fix it so it doesn't happen this week. So let me share my screen with you. When you are in, I'm going to go to one of the classrooms. So obviously, just like normal, you go to the classwork, you go down to week 9, there is the instructions for you, and you can see it says e-puzzle right there. And that is because that's the assignment that we're doing. When you click on that, what is going to happen is you're going to come up and there will be a video. This happens to be the video for my jewelry class, but the glass class has a video as well. When you're looking at this video, you're going to notice these little bubbles at the bottom. And these bubbles are things that I have embedded into the video. So sometimes those things that I embedded are going to be things like either another video explaining what they are talking about in that section of the video, or sometimes it will be a question or just something that I want you to think about. And so you need to click on when the video stops, because that's what happens. It'll move along and all of a sudden it'll stop. You need to click on the information, because what it'll look like is it'll have something like this on the screen, and you can see it says click here. Now if you click right on the click here, you're not going to get anything, but right here you can see that that is a little link, and it will take you to either another video or some other piece of information that I want you to know. And sometimes when you click on this, there'll be another question inside, there'll be another video, and then inside that video there'll be a question. And so you want to make sure that you click on those, and then when you have answered it, then you would continue, and the video will then continue moving. Now, I want you to know that I can see what it is that you have done. So like I can see that Grant has already watched 20 minutes of the video, the first part of it, but that he has not watched the second part. And so you need to make sure that you are going all the way through. And I think this was the issue that we were having last week, is most of you did the first part, but you never went and did the second part. And I can see if you've done the second part as well. So if you did not do that last week, if you now realized your mistake, you need to go back and do the other videos, because I can see. And then if I have questions, it'll also give me, it'll give me the answers so that I can see the answers and I can grade what it is that you have completed. So that is what you want to do, is you need to follow each one of the little links. Again, you're going to know that there is something that you need to do because this little bubble right here is going to pop up. I have made it so that you're not able to fast forward the videos. I'm sure you guys can figure out how to do it anyway, but you're not supposed to be able to fast forward it. And then generally this last one right here is going to send you to a Google form that has the questions, and the questions directly come from these different videos or things that I've asked you to take note of. So make sure that you're going all the way through, you know, the videos and answering the questions and then completing the Google Forms. That is how I will be taking attendance and know that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing. So I'm going to take you off screen again. And so that is what we're going to be doing this week. Remember, if you did last week's and you realize that maybe you didn't get it all complete, go back and finish that and then complete this week's assignment so that I can get all of the grades into the grade book. And then there'll be one more next week that is probably going to be very similar to what these two are. And then again, the following week is going to be when you're grading me. It's time for you to grade me. And remember, I will be at the school on Thursday. So if you're needing to drop off or pick up something, that is the day to do it. If you're a senior, you need to do it this week. If you are not a senior, you can do it this week, but you need to do it next week. That is the deadline for dropping off and picking up items. And then I hope you guys are having a good week, and I look forward to, you know, getting to talk to you guys again. So if I did not see you on today's Zoom, if you get the opportunity, meet me on Thursday, and I will talk to you then. I hope you guys are having a good week.